Hey champions, this is Arian Tyson in St. Louis, Missouri, and I just wanted to shoot a video because this is a really important day to me on a personal level, and I wanted to just do something different. For those of you who don't know, today marks the 4-year anniversary of the shocking death of, in my opinion, the best to ever do it. He's incomparable. He's undeniable. He is undisputed. He is, was, and forever will be the king of pop, Michael Jackson. And it's amazing that it's been 4 years today since myself and billions of people, and notice I didn't say millions, I said billions. You know, he influenced people on 6 continents. That's without question. So I have a right to say billions. No artist has come close to him. I mean, you can look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. But despite his inner demons, and despite him fighting his inner demons, and we all have issues. We all have quote unquote skeletons in our closet, so to speak. His musical legacy is unbreakable. And the reason that Michael Jackson is the measuring stick is because he never grew tired of making timeless music. And he has influenced, I want to say, 4 generations. And he's going to influence even more generations without ever making another record. And because he made quality music, whether it was him at an early age performing with his brothers as the Jackson 5, whether it was songs such as I Want You Back, ABC, The Love You Save, I'll Be There, one of my favorites, which is Never Can Say Goodbye, or whether it was his earlier attempts at a solo career, whether it was Got to Be There or Then. And then when he decided to step out of his comfort zone and just step all the way out there and make monster album after monster album after monster album, and he just always tried to outdo himself. And ironically, my favorite Michael Jackson album was not his best-selling album. It was the album after his best-selling album. His best-selling album was Thriller. My favorite album is Bad, because I would say it's bad because, Thriller only gave me 9 songs, so I was a little hurt by that. That was the only knock about that album. I needed at least 10 songs. You gave me 9, Mike. You gave me 9. I needed 10. So at least on the Bad album, he gave me 11 songs. And it doesn't matter because any Michael Jackson album, whether it's Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Dangerous, History, or Invincible, I can just press play and let it ride. I'm not skipping a song. That's quality music. He didn't make the same type of music. He was very versatile in his craft. He made songs to make you think, promote social consciousness, social awareness. He made you dance. He made you laugh. He made you cry. And many artists nowadays, they're not doing that. They don't have that creativity. They don't have that versatility. And, you know, since Michael Jackson died, really before that, which I believe, which is why he was making a comeback or doing the This Is It tour before his untimely passing, because he got sick and tired of the ridiculous music that's being made right now. He got tired of it. And he wanted to let the world know that, you know, he's often imitated, but he will never be duplicated. There is only one undisputed king of pop. And he was ready to take center stage and remind us that, yeah, it's him. It's still him. And we see glimpse in certain artists, just a peek, whether it's Chris Brown from a couple of years ago, you know, whether it was Beyonce, Ne-Yo, Usher. But it's only one Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson inspired my all-time favorite group. And because of that, in addition to his track record of timeless hits, of classic hits, whether it was in a group with his brothers or whether it was solo, I hold him in high esteem, just like I hold New Edition in high esteem. And for those who are true New Edition fans like I am, we know without a shadow of a doubt that Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 as a group influenced New Edition, especially with their earlier hits, whether it was Candy Girl, Popcorn Love. And I grew up listening to New Edition and grew up listening to Michael Jackson coming out my mother's womb. You know, when I was born in 1983, New Edition and Michael Jackson were jockeying for the #1 spot. And, you know, Thriller was just running amok, and Candy Girl had just was about to drop, and it was absolute pandemonium. And when I look at his videos still, his videos still outdo the videos that are being made today. And Michael was wise beyond his years. And to see it cut short like that at 50 years old, just a shade under 51 years old, I mean, he has more than 50 years worth of music, to be honest. And I just can't believe that he's still gone. I can't believe that he's not here, because the music industry needs him. So it's like I'm kind of stuck in this time warp between the 80s and 90s, where, I mean, the 80s, he owned the 1980s. He owned it. The man only really released 2 albums in the 1980s, which was Thriller and Bad. Off the Wall was 79. 2 albums, 2 solo albums. And he broke every record, any relevant musical record that you could think of at the time. He broke it. He shattered it. And it's one thing to make a hit song, which many artists can do. But when you can make a complete album of just timeless music that transcends genre, that transcends gender, that transcends race, you have really done something remarkable. And I'm grateful for the musical legacy of Michael Jackson. I wish that I would have gotten to see him perform live on stage. From seeing Janet a couple of years ago, I know that that family, despite what people want to say, they are a talented family. They are very talented. And I called myself trying to get through his catalog today, and I stopped off at They Don't Care About Us. I still had an EP. I still had a whole album to listen to. He had that much music. And his legacy will never die. I'm honored to be a fan. I'm honored to be a lifetime fan. And even 4 years later, Mike, we still haven't learned how to leave you alone. Rest in peace to the Undisputed King. Gone too soon. Peace and love.